Hello, everybody. I'm talking to myself today. Hello, everybody. All right, I'm one of those speakers where you're not allowed to look like this. I want to see smiley faces. I want you to participate with the same energy that I'm giving you. I want you to give me that same energy back. That's our agreement for the time that I'm on the stage. Do you want me to talk to you like this? Talk to me. Do you want me to talk to you like this? No. And I don't want you to look at me like this. So smile and say, hello, Chris. I heard them. This side was like really, really quiet. Hello, Chris. Yes, because you're going to be talking to me this whole entire time because I'm going to be sharing with you about some leadership things. And first thing I want you to shout from the top of your lungs with the full confidence of this educational system that I'm talking to. I want you to say, I am. Say that with confidence. I am a leader. I am a leader. I am a leader today. Right now. Today. And that's what I'm talking to you about because you are leaders. Not because you're children, and you're not children who are leaders for tomorrow, but you're leaders right now. Say right now. That means in the present, you have the ability to change the world that you are in right now. Say right now. How many of you see things that are in your environment, things that are in your community, things that you want to see change? Raise your hand. Oh my God. I see a whole bunch of change makers in the room. Because if you have the ability to see a problem, you have the ability to come up with a solution. And you don't have to wait until you get out of school and go into college to make changes. You can make changes right now. Say right now. Right now. Say, I am a leader. I am a leader. And my message to you today was called Courage. It said courage. I got a long topic. It said courage to contribute. And then my second part of my message was turning your compassion into commitment. So you have to have courage to contribute. How many of you said you want to see change? Raise your hand. I want you to write down on your piece of paper one thing that you would like to see change in your school, in your home, and in your community. One thing. You don't have to pick one of those areas in your school, in your community, in your home, and write it down. Because you are able to be an agent of change. But the problem is, it takes courage to sometimes step out and to be a voice of change. And in order for you to be able to walk in the courageous act of being a voice of change, you have to be able to answer this question. Who am I? Look at someone and look at them in their eyes. I'm looking at somebody, I'm looking at you in your eyes. Come on, this is participation, y'all. Participation. Look at somebody, not me, but look at somebody in their eyes. All right, I'm not going to move till I see everybody looking at somebody in their beady looking eyes. And you ask them, who are you? Because before you can change your community, before you can change your school, before you can change your work environment, you have to have an understanding, a picture, a vision, might I say, of who you are. Ask him, do you know who you are? All right, no, don't leave me out here. I don't know if you have these bugs around here, but I have this paranoia. You know, something that makes me scared and fearful, and I call it, for the adults, post-traumatic stress disorder, right? I have this thing that when I ask a question, and y'all look at each other, I hear crickets. Do y'all have crickets in India? Cicadas? Crickets, right? All right. So I get a little paranoid when I hear that, right? So I need y'all to look at each other and say, do you know who you are? The world needs you to know who you are. And why is that important? Because part of being courageous is stepping in the truth of who you are. And that you are different and you are unique for a reason. How many of you have those friends that look at you like you're kind of strange sometimes? Well, there's a reason why you're strange. There's a reason why that you're not like everyone else. And it takes courage to be able to embrace the uniqueness of who you are. The world does not need a clone. You know what a clone is? Anybody know what a clone is? Raise your hand. Who can give me a definition of what a clone is? Shout out. Okay. A clone is, come here. You, right there. Help me out here. Give her a hand. A clone is someone who is trying to be exactly like, what's your name?
Rizwana.
Huh?
Rizwana.
Like her. And the great thing about her is she has a different name. And what clones try to do is they try to make an exact imitation of someone else. But what's your name?
Midila.
Medilla?
Midila.
Medilla, okay? Forgive me if I said it wrong. I still have my hearing loss here, okay? All right? But is Medilla the same as?
Rizwana.
Yes.
Rizwana.
Say it again?
Rizwana.
Are they the same? They're different. And that's okay. How many of you felt kind of different, weird, because you know you're different and you don't fit in like everybody else? When you grow older, that's what makes you more valuable. It's the different people that are willing to be able to embrace their uniqueness that stand out and they bring change. Go ahead. So say, I am not a clone. Oh, I hear crickets. Oh my God, I hear crickets. Crickets. Say, I am not a clone. I am unique. And it takes courage to be able to stand in your uniqueness. So I am totally throwing my notes away because I believe that this is a message for you today, is that you are made to be unique, and the world needs you to have the courage to be you. You are different for a reason, right? And courage is one of the things that you need to be able to stand in the midst of your fear of being rejected. You see, the thing about rejection is, rejection stops many of us from contributing because we feel that if we are not accepted, that we are being what? Rejected. But here's my thing, I had bad self-image, I had bad self-esteem growing up. I just turned 50 years old, so I'm ancient to y'all. I realize that. But I realized that I am a fine piece of black chocolate, and I don't know if that translates in India, but I look good. I feel good. But when I was your age, I didn't have that confidence. And it's something about that was, I tried to be like everybody else, and it didn't work. So I accepted, it took me 50 years. Don't wait till you're 50 to accept you. Accept yourself now. Now, the second thing that you have to have is I know the word compassion. And compassion is a very important word because a compassion is that you have to be willing to step out of not just feeling what other people feel, but you get to the point that you can move to compassion, that you want to do something about it. It's not enough to see someone see the problem. It's not enough to see a problem, but you have to be moved to compassion. Say compassion. Moved to enough that I don't want to let the problem still stay there. I'll give you an example. How many of you know what yoga is? I know I'm talking in India where y'all created yoga, right? So I have a stretch therapist. I'm also getting old and I need to be able to move a little bit better. So I have a stretch therapist that kind of stretches me into these positions that after a while feel like a yoga position, but they stretch me to a point where my bones and my legs, I'm saying ouch a lot, right? And she says, I am empathetic. I have empathy. And I'm like, empathy is not enough. I need you to have compassion for me. She recognizes that the pain is there. And then she says, oh, I see that muscle. And she'll hit the muscle. And I'm like, yes! That's empathy. She saw that I was in pain. She recognized I was in pain. She even said, Chris, you're in pain. But compassion is having I had another stretch therapist, and that therapist was like, oh, I see that you're doing this. We have to move your body this way. She was treating me with compassion. And in order for us to step out of ourselves, compassion requires you to not only recognize who you are, but be willing to step out of yourself to help somebody else. So at the root of us serving and changing the community that you want, and changing the home that you want, and changing your school that you want, it must be rooted in the word of compassion. Say compassion. And that's the period. I see what you're going through. I identify what you're going through, but you don't have to go through it alone. Does that make sense to you in the back? Yes. Does that make sense to you over here? Yes. So you don't have to go through it alone. That's why we talk about being united for change. Why? Because we realize that we can do more together than we can do by ourselves. Say, we can do more together than we can do by ourselves. So, how do I know how to move in my compassion? How do I move in my compassion? Do you want to know how? I know, I could pack up and go home. Do you want to know how to move in compassion, young people? Yes. Say purpose. Purpose. Purpose is how I move in compassion. When I know what I am called to do and who I'm called to help, that is purpose. I know what I'm aiming for. How many of you know what you want to be when you grow up? How many have an idea? Jagadish is still figuring it out. I know what I want to be when I grow up, right? You're finding that out. I want to be a doctor. Well, what kind of doctor? Because when you know your purpose, then it shows you who you need to hang around with. It shows you who you need to unite with. If you're around people who are always talking down to people, does that line up with what your purpose is? Does it line up with your purpose? Who knows what they want to be when they grow up? Can someone give me I want young people to talk to me. I got my seasoned people telling me, yeah, I know. Y'all have a little bit more time to work it out. How many of you have an idea of what you want to be when you grow up? Raise your hand. All right, that table. Somebody from that table. Somebody from the boys in the back. Come up. Come up. Come up. Come up. Come up. Yeah, one from this table. Right there, young man. Come on. Come on. It takes courage to come up on the stage. Is this helpful? All right, I want to make sure I'm helpful. So, what is your name?
Darshika.
Dashika. Okay, I can say that. And what's your name?
Sajid.
Sadi?
Sajid.
Sadi.
Sajid.
Yes. All right. Forgive me if I mess up your names. It's not on purpose. Is it okay? Is it okay? All right. Forgive me. All right. So, Sadi? Sadi. He said, put respect on my name. And they should. All right? What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to join for Air Force.
You want to do what?
I need to join for Air Force.
You want to?
Air Force.
Oh, he wants to join the Air Force. Fly planes. Okay. And what do you want to be?
Cardiologist.
A cardiologist. That's specific. All right. Good. So when we know our purpose, we know what we're doing and what we're aiming for. Then we know who we should be connecting to. So as a person who wants to be a part of the Air Force, discipline is very important, right? So are you hanging around with people that are wanting to go do drugs? He hesitated. No. Do you want to hang around people that are doing drugs that are harmful?
No.
Why?
Why? Because while joining Air Force, we have to be strict in it. Again, we have to fly. That means we have to be confident we can do or not.
Love this.
If we take that bad habits, means we cannot control ourselves.
So the values, demand, thank you. The values have to meet, right? So it has to be disciplined. If he's dealing with people that are poisoning their bodies and he has to be in top shape, mentally, physically, and period, that means they don't align with his purpose. So he's selective. Now, cardiologist, I want you to be able to work on my heart, okay? I need you to work on my heart. So, what's important for a cardiologist? What's a discipline that's important for a future cardiologist?
I think that is important for a cardiologist is discipline, concentration, focus.
Okay, so if you're dealing with people that are undisciplined and they're always taking you away from your studies, now there's time to play, but taking you away from your studies, are you protective of that? Are you protective of your purpose? Or are you more protective of your friendship?
Your purpose.
Yes. Give her a hand, y'all. And that's an example. You go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give him a hand, y'all. That takes courage.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You go down. It takes courage to do what they did. And I hope that them stepping up here shows that they would also contributed to making this a successful presentation, right? Right? Because they knew what they wanted, they took the opportunity. You never know who is in the room that can help you if you are quiet with your purpose. When you understand your purpose, you're not quiet about it. I am here today in India because I was not quiet about my purpose. I met a Dr. Sasha Butler who was here last year, and I told her, I said, I want to speak to the world. And she said, I got this person that we could talk to. I can't speak on his platform right now because she had to deal with her mother. And I never saw Dr. Sasha for another 5 years. But after I was speaking with Dr. Sasha, she introduced me to SharEvery. SharEvery aligned with my purpose. And I spoke once on his platform, and he's never let me go since. And now I am in a totally different country, speaking to the world, to people that are not in my backyard, that are looking at me and saying, wow, he's giving me nuggets, he's giving me treasure. You are an example of me, helping me to live my purpose. Why? Because I wasn't quiet about my purpose. When you know who you are, you know what you're supposed to do. When you know who you are, you know who you don't need to connect with. When you know who you are, you know how to spend your money. When you know who you are, you will actually put yourself into position to be able to fulfill your purpose. If I never told Dr. Sasha that I wanted to speak, if I didn't know who I was and believe in myself, when COVID was happening and the pandemic has happened and the world shut down, I was still loud about my purpose. And this is for the teachers here. Just because there's a tragedy that's going on, it does not negate what you are called to do. Tragedy actually opens the door for you. While everybody else is focusing on the tragedy, what are you focusing on? What I'm called to do. And that's very important because it keeps you focused. Well, some of you were like, well, I don't know my purpose, and I would like to learn my purpose. How many of you don't know your purpose and you would like to know your purpose? Raise your hand. Oh, y'all shy now? All right, again, I'm gonna talk to this side because they're working with me, right? So, I'm gonna give you some principles. I'm gonna give you 5 P's. So I want you to write these P's down. Put down P, 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 P. And then I'm gonna give the mic up. The first P is, it's not in my notes, it's my other notes. It's the problem. What is a problem that you are seeing that bothers you so much it keeps you up at night? What is the problem that you see? It might be global warming. It might be, I don't want to see somebody go hungry. You might have experienced it in your life where you went hungry and you said, I don't want to see anybody go hungry. And remember what I told you about the problem? If you can see the problem, you can see the what? Say that with me. If you can see the problem, yes. If you can see the problem, you can. Oh, I need one voice. All right, I know I got delayed effects because my hearing didn't pop yet from the airplane. Let me see what I think. Okay, there it goes. All right. If you can see the problem, you can. Right. So that's the part of the purpose. Could it be that you're called to fix the problem? And the problem with adults do, and we kind of do it as adults, we complain a lot about the problems, but we do nothing about it. We look at the quality of our neighborhood and we do nothing about it. But could it be that you are the reason that the neighborhood is not being changed because you see it and you're still quiet? Second P, what are you passionate about? When I say passionate about, what is your passion? What do you want to do so much that you wake up in the morning and they don't have to force you to do it? If you're like me, my mom had to force me to clean my room. Yes, okay, I was that guy. But there were certain things that when I was doing, that my mom, when I loved to do it, my mom didn't have to remind me to do it. What is that thing that you like to do so much that your mother doesn't have to remind you to do it? What are you passionate about? I'm passionate about teaching. Now, here's the thing. I'm teaching you right now, right? But if I was to go to my school, they would try to make me an everyday teacher. I am a global teacher. I teach to the world. So don't narrow your view to what other people think you should be doing. But if you see yourself doing bigger than normal things, it might be you that's called to change how everybody sees what teaching looks like. Because now, I'm in India. Yeah, I think I'm in India. Am I in India? Yeah. All right, so I'm in India. I live in a little town called Dover, Delaware. You don't even know where that's at. Dover, Delaware. But I'm not in my backyard. I'm in the world because I know what I'm called to do. Third P is something that you don't like to talk about, the pain. What is the pain? Maybe you went through something and I might be talking to the adults, but you're going through something right now, and it hurts so much that you say, I don't want anyone ever to experience that. It might be you that can go back and help someone not have to go through the pain as long as you went through. And then the last P is, what are you? It's phenomenal, it's a big word, but what are you great at? For my younger people. For my older people, you can spell phenomenal, right? So what are you phenomenal about? What are you gifted at? We all have a gift, we all have a talent, and we all have abilities. Your giftings, your talents, and your abilities are uniquely designed for you to serve you into doing your purpose. So you can't compare your giftings, talents, and abilities to the person next to you. You may be very crafty. Maybe your mother showed you how to sew quilts and make blankets. And everybody out there is playing football, soccer, cricket, whatever the sports are that you're playing. You can't play sports like everybody else, but you can make blankets. And you know what? Comes to find out that you have an international company that's in you, and your blankets are going worldwide. But because you are comparing your gift to a soccer player, a football player, a cricket player, you're downplaying what makes you unique again. And the world will never experience what you are phenomenal at. So again, what is the problem? What is the pain? What are you passionate about? And what are you phenomenal about? And here is the thing, when you understand those 4 things about you, you can then stand on stages like this and share your uniqueness with the world. And now you're able to lead in your uniqueness because you are a leader, and you are a leader now. Say, I am a leader. I am a leader today. I'm a leader right now. I'm called to lead on purpose. I'm called to lead on purpose. I'm called to change this world. And I will do it. Thank you. My name is Chris Hampton, and it's an honor to be with you.